Today on OC News.
A horrific accident on the edge of campus put 2 women on scooters in the hospital in critical condition over the weekend.
The government has officially shut down after Republicans and Democrats failed to reach an agreement on federal funding.
And Apple Music has announced the Super Bowl 60 halftime performer. OC News starts right now.
This just in tech news. First responder on police and more. There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalists and students at Cal State Fullerton.
OC News starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to OC News. My name is Isabella Lyons.
And my name is Emiliano Carvajal. Thank you for joining us tonight.
2 young women on scooters were critically injured in an accident on the edge of campus this weekend. Diana Vilches has the story.
I'm here on Associated Road where behind me Saturday evening a box truck collided with 2 women on electric scooters.
At the intersection of Associated Road and Yorba Linda Boulevard, the site of major traffic incident that occurred Saturday evening. According to the Fullerton Police Department, officers responded to a call around 7 p.m. to find 2 women with life-threatening injuries. Public Information Officer O'Neill from the Fullerton Police Department provides more insight.
Fullerton Fire, along with the police department, responded to that location and located 2 females in the roadway and scooters, along with a white box truck in proximity to that.
Electric scooters have become increasingly popular in Fullerton, raising concerns about safety and regulation. According to the recent college study done by the American College of Surgeons, the annual cost of e-scooters hospitalizations rose nearly 5 times over between 2016 and 2024.
With anybody that's going to be riding any type of electric scooter, electric bike, obviously follow all the rules of the road, wear safety equipment, and just be on the lookout.
Preliminary investigations indicate that the 2 women suffered severe injuries, and both victims were immediately transported to a local trauma center. Due to the victims' current conditions, HIPAA privacy rules prevent the Fullerton Police Department from providing further information about the victims. This is an ongoing investigation. More details will be released as they surface. If you have any information related to this incident, please contact Fullerton Police Department or Detective Jonathan Munoz.
We'll bring you the latest development on the story. I'm Diana Vilches with OC News.
The U.S. federal government shut down today due to spending disputes between Democrats and Republicans. Neither side was willing to give in. As a result, no funding bill was passed. After Congress failed to reach a settlement, the U.S. federal government shut down at midnight of October 1st. Many non-essential functions are on hold because many federal employees resigned. The impasse was due to disagreements between Democrats and Republicans over health care and several other spending claims. President Trump responds by blaming the Democrats for the issue and threatens to withhold funds to Democratic states.
The Israeli Navy has sent a warning to the Global Samud Flotilla that they are trespassing in a blockaded area. The Global Samud Flotilla is a series of 50 boats with the purpose of delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza. The flotilla was seen traversing through Israel's combat territory with plans to deliver the aid. However, Israeli military intercepted them and has detained its passengers.
Hamas is currently reviewing President Trump's peace proposal to end the war in Gaza. Officiators have met with Qatar, Egyptian, and Turkish officials to discuss President Trump's peace plan. President Trump has said that Hamas has 3 to 4 days to give their response. The president hopes that Hamas will agree to a disarm deal and of a deployment of an international stabilization force in Gaza.
Turning Point USA makes its first return to Utah after the death of Charlie Kirk. The Turning Point USA organization, founded by Charlie Kirk, has made its first comeback in Utah after its founder's murder on September 10th. Event coordinators have heightened security measures to ensure the safety of everyone attending.
Get ready.
Despite the event, it was able to amass a crowd of approximately 6,500 people with speakers honoring Kirk's legacy and discussing the future of the organization.
October marks the start of National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Cal State Fullerton is kicking things off with Titans Healing Together at Titan Walk. Letty Aguilar has a story.
Colorful shirts with powerful messages line Titan Walk today, as Titan Thrive and Titan Well encourage students to learn more about domestic violence awareness.
So it's just kind of to bring awareness that, people do experience these things, and these are more common things that people do go through, and just to be more aware of the language we use around domestic violence and sexual assault and harassment. It is a serious topic, and just to be more encouraging and showing support and kindness for the survivors.
Behind me, each shirt represents a survivor's story or a message of hope. Here at Titans Healing Together, it's not just about awareness, it is about having every voice seen and heard.
I think it's really nice to see that you're not alone, because personally I have a shirt down there. They also put up the shirts on April, so it's nice to see that you're not the only one going through things, and that there are resources here on campus that you could go to and find a way to get out of the situation that you're in.
Students found resources, reflection, and a raffle, but the real prize was the campus community support. Titan Thrive strives to continue throughout the month with healing workshops and campus events. Reporting for OC News, this is Litzy Aguilar.
This past weekend, students learned more about dead languages with the Western Institute for Endangered Language Documentation. Colin Costigan has more.
This past weekend, the Western Institute for Endangered Language Documentation, better known as WIELD, hosted their third ever international workshop, featuring 8 different linguistic scholars that specialize in numerous endangered languages. Many of them presented via Zoom from all over the globe, such as Estonia, the Czech Republic, and Southern Maine. Majority of the speakers are also current board members of WIELD. According to their website, there were about 6,000 languages spoken at the start of the century, but the vast majority now are spoken in just a few tongues. Linguistics professor Timothy Henry Rodriguez, who spoke at the event, is the current treasurer and founder of WIELD, who specializes in multiple endangered languages like Ventreño, Purísimeno, and Chumash. He emphasized the trend for future language loss.
A very often cited statistic is by the year 2100, the world is expected to lose about half of its currently spoken languages. That's a commonly cited number in endangered languages, and it's probably pretty on the mark. You can see it happening in real time.
At their core, WIELD is committed to the preservation and documentation of endangered languages. Over time, though, they've incorporated fragmented languages, which has in some ways led to a language revitalization and an extensive use of that language in certain communities. An example of this comes from Dr. Edmundo Luna, another board member. He specializes in Old Javanese and Balinese, and while he acknowledges the challenges in preserving these languages, he highlights some local areas students can find these speakers.
Get to know a Balinese speaker, and we do have a small community of them in the LA area, in places like Colorado, New York.
WIELD is a non-profit organization that thrives off donations, which you can do right here at wieldoc.org. In Chumashan language, Klash Ash Mipolitan, Colin Kastagyan Kano, Chiwashia OC News.
We have to step aside for a quick commercial break, but when we return, Sergio Gonzalez is going to help us make sense of the ever-changing weather here in SoCal.
And Noah Shearson brings us an update on the NFL, WNBA, and our Titan water polo team.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
question about...
Today marks the first day of October, but fall weather does not seem to be in full effect just yet. Sergio Gonzalez has more on this weather forecast and today's traffic report.
Thanks, Emiliano. As he mentioned, today is the first day of October, which means it's officially spooky season. However, I'm still spooked as to why it is not sweater weather just yet. Let's take a look at our current weather forecast. As you can see, today's been a fairly sunny day with a high of 80 degrees, but it actually feels like 83 degrees. It is slightly humid as well, with the humidity of 50%. However, it will cool off nicely tonight with a low of 61 degrees and comfortable evening weather. For you incredibly productive gym goers or early work commuters, the sun rose today at 6:46 a.m., but the sun will set fairly soon at 6:35 p.m. If you look ahead at our 5-day forecast, you can see the heat is still lingering in Fullerton as we approach cozy weather season. Temperatures have cooled after a heat surge last week, with the highs sitting around the high 70s and the lows dipping to the high 50s. Looking towards the weekend, you can see that the days will bring consistent but bearable sunny weather, with one day of partly cloudy forecast on Friday. Monday is set to be presumably the start of the temperature dipping, ideal for those awaiting that infamous fall weather. With that being said, let's pivot from weather into everybody's favorite thing to keep their eye on, a good old traffic report. To the surprise of absolutely nobody in Southern California, traffic looks just as you imagine it would at this beautiful evening hour. Absolutely jammed. At the 57 bordering Cal State Fullerton, cars are very congested going southbound with a little more room for cars to breathe going northbound. Here we have another live look into a traffic jam at the 57 freeway to 91 interstate, just a couple miles south of CSUF. Going west into Los Angeles on the 91 is currently met with a very long wait as cars cluster heading home from their long days. Stay safe out on those freeways, Titans. That's all I have for October's opening weather and today's traffic report. Thank you, and back to you two at the desk.
Art can express itself in many emotions and stories. Cal State Fullerton students know how. Jaden Fernandez has the story.
I'm here outside the College of the Arts building where new art is being revealed today. The Visual Arts Building, built last year, showcases art pieces ranging from paintings to photography done by Cal State Fullerton students.
I think it's a wonderful experience. We do have student galleries, and that is a great opportunity for students that attend here at CSUF to be able to showcase their art to everyone else who on campus who aren't just art students, but just people who of the Fullerton community can just come down here and just look at their art.
A new photographic series called Psychological Landscapes explores the experience of those who deal with mental health and their daily battles.
I've been working on this show for about a year now. A lot of people struggle with anxiety, depression, bipolar, etc. I hope that students can relate to the show and can relate to the emotions I'm trying to express.
The Art Expo will be going on until Saturday, October 4th, where you'll be able to see more of these amazing pieces. I'm Jane Fernandez, sending it back to you guys at the desk.
Primatologist and conversationalist Jane Goodall has died at the age of 91. As of this morning, she passed due to natural causes. Goodall was slated to speak at a tree planting event today in Pasadena. The event was part of an initiative to help schools affected by January wildfires rebuild. The event was already underway when attendees learned of Goodall's death. Event speakers pivoted their speeches and highlighted the impact of Goodall's work. They showed a pre-recorded video of Goodall, which was met with a standing ovation. The sudden announcement of Goodall's death shifted the tone in the room from joy to devastation.
Everyone was just in complete shock. I mean, teachers and people who were there on behalf of the Institute, and then there were also some folks from UCLA and other environmental organizations who started crying.
Councilmember Rick Cole took the stage to unite the distraught audience and emphasize the legacy Goodall leaves behind.
And we'll stand together for a moment of silence in tribute to a world leader, to an extraordinarily generous, gentle, and wise human being.
Now for news on CSUF men's water polo, the LA Rams, and the WNBA playoffs. Noah Shearson has you covered.
Thank you, Izzy. We're going to dive right in with water polo as Cal State Fullerton's men's team played the CBU tournament. Coming off an undefeated Fullerton mini tournament, the Titans started out hot as they defeated Austin College 19-6 with a huge effort from Francesco Schiaffino, scoring a hat trick. After that was Biola, which Fullerton nearly lost the lead to, but it was too little, too late for the Eagles, as the Titans finished with a 12-8 win. Day 2 was more of the same as Fullerton beat Concordia 8-6 in a defensive matchup and Occidental 19-12. Fullerton completes the sweep to improve to 11-7 going into the Gary Toyer tournament this Friday in Claremont. Let's kick off football with the Indianapolis Colts facing the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi Stadium. The Colts and the Rams went back and forth all game, but early in the third quarter, quarterback Daniel Jones found Adonai Mitchell deep, and he might go all the way, but no. Mitchell lets go of the ball at the very last second to turn it over to LA. These teams continue to exchange blows, but going into crunch time, Matthew Stafford finds Tutu Atwell on the first play of the drive for an 88-yard touchdown. This was Atwell's second catch of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Colts now with the ball, but you live by the Jones and you die by the Jones. Cameron Curl gets his second interception to seal the deal at 27-20. The Rams walk out of SoFi handing the Colts their first loss of the season, while Stafford notches his 50th game-winning drive of his career. He is now 5th all-time and 1st for active quarterbacks. Moving on to the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces hosted the Indiana Fever in the semifinals. The Fever, already Cinderella's story without superstar Caitlin Clark, held their own throughout the game, but the Asia Wilson-led Aces forced overtime in a heated matchup. In overtime, the Aces pulled through with a 107-98 victory with the help of 3 three-pointers made in the extra period. The league MVP Wilson totaled 35 points to help Las Vegas reach their 3rd finals appearance in the last 4 years. The Aces will now host the Phoenix Mercury in Game 1 of the finals this Friday. And that's it for me in sports. It's still a young season for the NFL. The WNBA season is reaching its final stretch, and men's water polo stays red hot going into its final tournament before conference play. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up after another short commercial break, spooky season is upon us, and the Golden Arcs have a new treat in store.
And Irvine Park Railroad opened their Halloween-themed ride to the public. Stay tuned.
What does it take to discover the greatness within you? It takes resilience.
When I first got to Cal State Fullerton, I felt lost. Then I found my community. It was like a caring family cheering me on.
I wasn't sure about being a chemist. My professor showed me I could. People believed in me here, and I learned to believe in myself. Discover the resilience within you at Cal State Fullerton.
How prepared is your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go.
Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckle tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Now I'll take a dive into this week's entertainment stories with Jade Given.
Thank you, Emiliano. This past Sunday on September 28th, during the halftime on Sunday Night Football, Apple Music and Rock Nation announced Puerto Rican singer Bad Bunny was announced as Apple Music's halftime show in the Super Bowl 60. The halftime show will be held in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. While many of our social media fans seem to be excited about this announcement, many had negative things to say about it. Donald Trump's former campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, was on the web series The Benny Show, hosted by Benny Johnson, where he warned listeners that ICE agents will be present. He expressed that a safe place can't be provided if people come here legally. He also added that it's a shame someone who said who seemed to hate America would even want to perform here. Bad Bunny had already explained to ID last month that he feared his fans would face the dangers of getting raided. Bad Bunny representatives and Apple Music have been reached out to for waiting for a comment back. Over this past weekend on Saturday, September 27th, Selena Gomez tied the knot with singer Benny Blanco. Photos of their wedding were put up on Instagram post Tuesday, September 30th. The wedding was held at the Seacrest Nursery in Santa Barbara, California. The couple had about 170 guests attend the ceremony. In these photos, there were details of her 3 different wedding dresses. One was filled with 300 hand-shaped lace flowers by Ralph Lauren. The other one was a satin gown with a halter neckline, finished embroidery, and florals. And in the last dress, she went with a simple white with a poodle bottom and a halter back. Gomez and Blanco shared a selfie of them together in bed with the most detailed gown. That's all I have for entertainment. Back to you.
McDonald's is bringing back its famous Happy Meal Boo Buckets for the Halloween season. The iconic Halloween Boo Buckets are coming back to McDonald's on October 21st. The buckets will come in a classic ghost, pumpkin, and goblin monster designs, in addition to 2 new cat and zombie lineups. In order to get one of your own, just simply ask for a Happy Meal. It acts as a replacement for the standard toy.
Pumpkin spice and everything nice. Fall has officially arrived at one local hotspot. Miranda Palmas has a story.
Fall is officially here, and one of Orange County's favorite traditions is back. The Irvine Park Railroad has opened its annual pumpkin patch, bringing a little autumn magic to the heart of Orange.
Visitors can take a ride on the historic train, wander through rows of bright orange pumpkins, and stop for a picture-perfect fall photo op. But there's more than just pumpkins. Families can enjoy hay rides, bounce houses, carnival games, and even a haunted house for those looking for a little scare. While kids come for the pumpkins and the train rides, parents might be surprised to learn they're also stepping into history. Irvine Regional Park isn't just home to the railroad, it's actually the oldest regional park in all of California, dating back to 1897.
Well, I've been coming here my whole life. My parents came here when they were dating. I come monthly, whenever I want to just feel the trees and be here and enjoy the land and the people.
From its historic roots to its festive traditions, Irvine Park continues to be a place where the community comes together to celebrate the season.
For OC News, I'm Miranda Palmas.
Speaking of pumpkins, it's October 1st. Halloween's right around the corner. And Emiliano, what's your favorite fall activity?
I really enjoy watching scary movies. Even though they keep me up at night, I enjoy them. What about you?
I'm also a lover of horror movies, but I do love going to the theme parks when they're Halloween themed, just feeling the spooky season vibes. Anyways, that's all we have for today at OC News. My name is Isabella Lyons.
And my name is Emiliano Carvajal. Make sure to follow us on social media at titantvcsuf and OC News CSUF. Thanks again for watching.